Right now at 10, a curveball in President Trump's tariff plans, what it means for your wallet, and some changes for early voters, what you need to know before you cast your ballot. Plus, a music icon announces a performance in the Chippewa Valley.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, I'm Emily Brown. Ken is off tonight. Fast-moving developments in President Donald Trump's tariffs. Trump pausing tariffs on Mexico and Canada for 30 days, but tariffs on China are set to begin at midnight. So what's the impact on your wallet? News 8 Now's Grace Monk has the answer.
Mexico and Canada are Wisconsin's largest trade partners.
Tariff of this magnitude, it's not just how high it is how broad it is, that it is on everything. It's not just on a certain industry, on a certain good that you're trying to protect. It's all across border.
Wisconsinites can expect tariffs to increase the price of gas and oil.
One of the things that across America will be felt is that fuel prices are going to be higher. The tariff on fuel are a little less, about 10% rather than the 25% that is on all other things.
As well as cars, plastic goods, housing, and produce.
I think about 50% of U.S. Vegetables are actually produced and imported from Mexico, and that just hits American consumers right away with higher tariff. That just means you're going to pay more for your tomatoes, you're going to pay more for your avocados.
Once tariffs go into effect, prices are expected to rise quickly.
I think American consumers will feel it a little bit faster this time compared to, say, even the China time, where they were targeted in certain like electronic industries or the industries that were considered to be important for national security. This is fruit and vegetable industry. They're not important for national security. I will buy them every day.
The plan could impact Wisconsin's economy.
Dairy products, for instance, is one of the big things that we sell a lot to Canada, we sell to Mexico, and that could now the farmers might have a harder time to sell their products abroad for the same reason that now their product look more expensive to Mexicans and Canadians than they used to.
And job sector.
If you're an American manufacturer and you're putting some of your assembly is happening in Mexico, but most of your operations in the U.S., the question is, should I bring it back to the U.S. or should I not? And that uncertainty always hurts businesses, not knowing what to do.
Yesterday, Trump suggested tariffs for the European Union could be next, but he did not say when. Leaders in Europe are warning that President Trump's threat to expand tariffs to the European Union risks igniting a trade war that could hurt consumers on both sides of the Atlantic. President Trump hinted that Britain, which left the EU in 2020, might be spared the taxes. A top diplomat says there are no winners in trade wars.
If the United States and the U.S. start the trade war, then the one laughing on the side is China. We are very interlinked. We need America, and America needs us as well.
President Trump hinted that Britain, which left the EU in 2020, might be spared the taxes. A second federal judge signaling today she'll continue to keep President Trump's funding freeze on pause. Over on Facebook, La Crosse Mayor Mitch Reynolds said the city has been able to avoid any disruptions so far, but admits that a lot of funding for small businesses and road programs comes from Washington.
Pause in that funding, or even ending it entirely, will definitely create an impact locally in the services we're able to provide. Now, we're going to address these issues as they come up, and we're on it, but there are real threats to quality of life that can occur when federal funding streams get disrupted.
Many Head Start programs in the state say they are still unable to access their needed funds. Some say they are uncertain if they can stay open. Happening tomorrow, in-person absentee voting for the February 18th primary begins. La Crosse voters can cast ballots at City Hall from 8:30 a.m. till 4 p.m. Early voting ends on February 14th. Election Day is February 18th. Early voting will look a little different in Eau Claire. The city will shift back to pre-pandemic rules. Early in-person voting will now be in the elections office instead of drive-through. Voters can stop by City Hall Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. to cast their ballots. Wisconsin rent prices are going up. According to the website Construction Coverage, rent will jump up $89 this year. In 2024, a one-bedroom went for $1,182. One of the biggest reasons behind the hike is a housing shortage. Wisconsin ranks 12th in the U.S. when it comes to rent hikes. La Crosse's Planning Commission is looking to build more housing along Highway 16. The proposal includes building 6 condos along a frontage road that would be between the buildings that house Burn Boot Camp to the south and Applause Dance Academy to the north. Common Council's vote on the housing has been delayed for 30 days. Well, a Mintry West headed our way midweek. Let's send it over to Greg for all of those details.
Well, we got those details, but we also got a cold Tuesday for, in fact, that you're going to wake up and feel some temperatures that we haven't felt too much in the last week. To go back a couple weeks till we see that. So it definitely is going to be cold, at least for this time of year. And we're going to see some temperatures that are going to start off in or below zero here for many locations, especially where you have a snow cover on the ground. Eau Claire's still got about 3 inches and more as you go further north. So single digits above zero to the south, but that doesn't factor in the wind chill. We'll get that in a moment here. Otherwise, temperatures tomorrow more teens, maybe getting up to 10 or 11 where you have a snow on the ground. Low 20s as you go further to the south in Crawford County, but all in all, that is well below average. Wind chills will be a factor in the morning. We're looking at potential 10 to 15 below north of I-94. Other areas in the single digits below zero. Those will continue, but a little bit improvement as we get to the noon hour and beyond. Then we should be above zero and won't be much of a factor. Pacifically, there's 6 for La Crosse, getting up to about 12 at noon with that wind chill and increasing cloud cover. We'll have more high clouds tomorrow than low clouds we had today. A little colder up La Crosse, Eau Claire, getting up to 6 degrees by noon and plenty of high clouds overhead. We do have that wintry mist, as Emily talked about, potentially snow and rain coming in for Wednesday. We'll break that down a bit later in the broadcast.
All right, thank you, Greg. A fire victim with life-threatening injuries last month has died. The La Crosse Fire Department confirmed the person's passing in a release. Crews responded to the 1700 block of Rose Street for a fire on January 24th. One person was removed from the structure and taken to the hospital. The name of the victim has not been released. The cause of the fire remains under investigation. The Chippewa County Department of Public Health is announcing a new public health kiosk available for public use. The kiosk will provide essential health and safety supplies, including Narcan, fentanyl, and xylazine testing kits, safer sex kits, and feminine hygiene products. The kiosk is located at the Chippewa County Jail, providing 24/7 access to all community members. Well, your next drink of water could come from new pipes in Viroqua. The city is seeking state funding to replace aging water mains. The DNR's Safe Drinking Water Loan Program is reviewing the project. And if you'd like to weigh in, you have until February 19th to submit comments to the DNR. Police in Chippewa Falls are warning of a new phone scam. In a Facebook post, police say scammers are posing as police officers and requesting personal information after claiming the call recipient missed jury duty. Police stressed they will never request personal information such as social security info or credit card information over the phone. Now, if you receive one of these calls, hang up and report the incident to police at the number on your screen. Well, the Brewers announced several new features to American Family Field today, including the use of the MLB's go-ahead entry system. Cameras will automatically authenticate fans using facial recognition technology and the MLB Ballpark app. Fans won't even have to take out their phone at the gate. The Brewers are one of just 9 teams to announce the use of the new system. Legendary musician Bob Dylan is coming to Eau Claire. He's set to perform on Saturday, April 5th at the Sonatag Center. Tickets go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. and a special pre-sale opportunity this Thursday at 10 a.m. as well. Dylan is also set to play Mankato on April 4th. Recovery efforts are underway on the Potomac River. The latest developments in the deadly plane crash near Reagan National Airport right after the break.
Increase your home's energy efficiency and enjoy year-round comfort with Asher Lasting Exteriors. Take advantage of our biggest savings ever and receive up to 25% off your entire project. Connect with our team today and request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com.
Around here, neighbors come together to make each other better. We're taking the same approach with healthcare. Gunderson Health System and Bellin Health have come together to form Amplify Health, giving you more of what's important in healthcare. More caring, more listening, more to feel good about on your way to feeling better. Overall, just a little more heart. Amplify Health by Gunderson. A little empathy changes everything.
The La Crosse Sports Show is back February 6th through 9th.
Be amazed by Sarah Twister, the incredible performer who balances on her arms while shooting a bow and arrow with her feet.
Get grilling tips from Mad Dog and Merrill.
Learn from top fishing and hunting pros with live demos and expert discussions.
Plus, feed parakeets, try your luck in the trout pond,
And get your trophy rack scored for free.
come for the deals, stay for the fun.
February 6th through 9th at the La Crosse Center.
Your ticket to outdoor adventure awaits at lacrossesportshow.com.
Increase your home's energy efficiency and enjoy year-round comfort with Asher Laston Exteriors. Take advantage of our biggest savings ever and receive up to 25% off your entire project. Connect with our team today and request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com.
DC crews pressed ahead with the delicate operation of extracting aircraft wreckage from the Potomac River today. Agencies are working to figure out what went wrong when an American Eagle jet and an Army Black Hawk helicopter collided mid-air near the Reagan National Airport in DC last Wednesday. Sherelle Hubbard has more on this tragic story.
At daybreak, crews began removing large parts of the wreckage of American Airlines Flight 5342. Crews say Monday's search yielded results.
During recovery and salvage operations today, additional human remains were located.
New remains recovered in addition to the already positively identified 55 sets of human remains. Heavy machinery crews advancing slowly and carefully, noting that they are committed to a dignified recovery of remains. Monday, cranes could be seen extracting wreckage previously too difficult or dangerous for divers to handle, piece by piece.
Our goal for today was to get to the engine, the fuselage, and the wing, and we're going to be successful by the end of the day.
The National Transportation and Safety Board, or NTSB, is leading the investigation. They recovered the so-called black boxes from both aircraft last week. The NTSB is expected to release more detailed findings from the recovered flight data and voice recorders after they're analyzed.
Every piece of information is critical to the investigation, and so the NTSB is about transparency, so when we can provide that, I think that'll be helpful to provide some additional context and what we're looking at in this investigation.
Preliminary findings indicate the jet's crew may have seen the Black Hawk prior to the collision.
They pitched the nose up towards the sky most likely, but it means they saw it just a second before impact. You cannot move out of the way that fast.
I'm Sherelle Hubbard reporting.
Happening tomorrow, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will meet with President Trump at Mar-a-Lago. It'll be Trump's first visit from a foreign leader since his inauguration last month. The two men are expected to address the ongoing ceasefire between Israel and Hamas.
The fact that this would be President Trump's first meeting with a foreign leader since his inauguration is telling. I think it's a testimony to the strength of the Israeli-American alliance. It's also a testimony to the strength of our personal friendship. That friendship and that cooperation has already yielded important results for Israel in the Middle East.
Tomorrow's meeting comes as negotiations on the second phase of the ceasefire started today. Well, goodbye White House, hello Hollywood. Former President Joe Biden inking a deal with an LA powerhouse agency. The 82-year-old is now represented by Creative Artists Agency. He was a client of CAA's from 2017 to 2020 after leaving the vice president post. The agency repped him when he wrote The American Promise. CAA also works with both Barack Obama and Michelle Obama. The Blue Collar Tour stops at Westby Area High School. What students learned about the world of welding up next.
Yeah, we have a quiet Tuesday, but we have more snow, in fact, for Wednesday evening, Wednesday night, maybe some freezing drizzle. But we also have even more snow for the weekend, too. So we'll break all that down coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
It's not very often a fella gets to offer the best products in the marketplace at a price lower than most others. When I look at this beautiful showroom, when I consider the quality of our products and the team of 80 exceptional professionals, we should be higher priced, but we're not. If you have any doubts for your next home improvement project, you should contact the Board Store today. It's not all the sales and discounts, it's the bottom line that counts, and you'll get no better bottom line than at the Board Store Home Improvements.
T-Mobile is very reliable.
It's always nice to know that T-Mobile has us covered.
I love the fact that my family and I, we can stay connected just about anywhere we want to go.
My network is my lifeline.
T-Mobile keeps you connected on America's largest and fastest 5G network. And right now, get 4 free smartphones and 4 lines for $25 per line when you switch.
It's better over here.
At Taco John's, we believe a better Taco Tuesday starts with better tacos. That means using 100% North American beef, cooking shells in-house daily, and a deal that makes you say, how are these only $1.29? Taco Tuesday is every Tuesday at Taco John's.
Your home, a place of comfort and safety, could be trying to tell you something. Interior cracks, sloping floors, hard to open doors and windows are all signals of foundation failure that you can't ignore. Choose American Waterworks.
We're live in the heart of Wisconsin, where once again a new multiplier family of games from the Wisconsin Lottery has come to play. I've never seen anything like it. It's the X family of games, with prices from $1 to $20 and a chance to multiply prizes up to 100 times the prize shown, with top prizes up to $200,000. Now that is something. Available at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Welding is a popular trade, and today students at Westby High School got a lesson in it. Wyoming Welding Academy showed 40 students what these in-demand jobs look like. The demo also highlighted other trades experiencing worker shortages.
It's important to understand for our kids that there's possibilities outside of, your traditional school path. So, we do a great job of offering a little bit to all of our kids. And I kind of like the idea that if we can change our kids' world, maybe they can change the world we all live in.
Gletsch is hoping to get students in front of as many professionals as possible. Well, after a mild January, it's going to start feeling like winter again this week. Let's send it over to Greg for the breakdown.
Yeah, we had a mild end to January after having a couple of cold snaps during the middle part. The big thing of January was the lack of snowfall. In fact, it was the least snowiest on record for La Crosse. We are going to pick up some snow in the next 7 days. In fact, we might pick up quite a bit in certain areas. But for time being, tomorrow is definitely going to be cold, back to where we should be or even below average temperatures, but quiet. Even Tuesday night, quiet into Wednesday morning. Wednesday afternoon is when we start seeing some snow, potentially freezing drizzle that could continue through Wednesday night. And then going into Thursday, Friday's quiet. But Thursday, we're definitely going to see some windy conditions, breezy conditions, but dry too. That'll be the thing. And then we got more snow for Saturday, which could be quite significant depending on how things set up. But sunshine to start off, pretty chilly out there, cold, but then we'll start seeing increasing high clouds throughout the day. And that's really going to be the story with that north wind about 10 to 15. It will kind of drop off a little bit in the afternoon, but going through in the afternoon, just a lot of high clouds. It'll still be fairly quiet through the evening commute. Cloud cover will continue actually and thicken up a little bit, but overall, quiet conditions all the way through Tuesday night, with temperatures then lowering back in the evening there. It will be not as cold going into Wednesday, but for tomorrow's highs, definitely on the cold end, probably 10 degrees below average for most locations, 14 to the north to maybe the low 20s further south. Cold, especially across areas that have a snow cover now. Going into Wednesday, before that system arrives in the afternoon, we're going to start off milder, at least Wednesday morning. So we should get all into the 20s, with some areas getting low 30s, and that freezing mark is going to be important we'll deal with precipitation type going into the afternoon and evening, and we will see some snow, potentially rain coming in. It looks like right now we're going to see a batch of snow come in the afternoon, a little bit of a line that's going to push through or lift north through the area. It's going to then stall out somewhere north between I-90 and I-94, kind of begin to tilt a little bit more southwest to northeast. Further south of that area, I think La Crosse and area south may see some freezing drizzle potential late afternoon, evening, and maybe until early Wednesday night before we might see more snow. Up to the north, the snow will continue and persist probably through the nighttime, with it beginning to push back south overnight through potentially the morning commute, but I think most of the precipitation should push east by Thursday morning. We'll probably have to contend with some road conditions going on there, but that's what we're thinking right now, is that's where the snow would be. Now, snow amounts will be really dependent on where that band sets up. So by 5 p.m., most of it is to the west of the area, but we start seeing some with this first band that kind of lifts north quickly to the area, then stalls out somewhere to the north, and that's where the highest amounts are going to be, somewhere in that vicinity. Further south, we'll have some snow, potentially more in the night, but we might see a period in the evening hour. We might see a little bit of freezing drizzle, or not much precipitation, in fact, going on, just cloud cover, and then picking up more later on. Now, ice amounts right now, potentially a trace to maybe a tenth. Further south you go, better shot to see that, but we'll see if this changes. We'll keep an eye on it. Won't be a lot, but it doesn't take much, obviously, with road conditions to get some slick spots on there. The bigger story on Thursday is the breezy conditions, but then take a look at Saturday, and that's one you'll have to definitely keep an eye on if you got travel plans, because 3 to 6 inches maybe be on the conservative side right now, but that is definitely one that we'll have to keep an eye on. Some areas could get more, but that could be a pretty significant system if everything comes together right. And then going into next week, if we have all the snow on the ground, keep an eye on the temperatures.
Colder.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
We'll be dealing with some sub-zero temperatures, that we saw back in January, but we'll have a snowpack potentially.
All right, winter is back in business,
yes,
it sounds like.
It definitely is.
All right, thank you, Greg. Coming up in sports, action on the basketball court. The Aquinas girls team is looking to win their 15th straight game as they take on Luther. Cade is in next.
Your commute, your lunchtime, your drive home. Is it going to be clear, rainy, or worse? Every morning, I'll let you know. We'll see you then.
Brad Schimmel. He wants to bring back the 1849 law that bans all abortions, with no exceptions for rape or incest. Schimmel gave plea deals to child molesters, let domestic abusers walk, with no jail time. And he's the one who let 6,000 rape kits sit untested for 2 years, while survivors waited for justice. That's Brad Schimmel. Too extreme for the Wisconsin Supreme Court.
We see you out there, giving your whole heart to what you do. That doesn't mean you have to give your whole wallet, too. It's why we make sure that as you find your way, you can find value along the way. Like a free $15 Blaine's gift card when you spend $75 on Purina dog food, cat food, litter, and treats. Live your best lives together with quality nutrition and supplies from Purina.
That's what I'm talking about.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Attention business owners. Start 2025 confidently with Your Choice Roofing, your trusted partner for commercial roofing solutions. Our expert craftsmanship and premium materials ensure a roof that stands the test of time. Don't wait. Our schedule is filling up fast. Get ahead of the rush and secure your spot now to protect your building and your bottom line. Visit yourchoiceroofing.com today to get started.
The La Crosse Sports Show is back February 6th through 9th.
Shop the latest gear and explore a massive selection of boats, docks, lifts, ATVs, RVs, fifth wheels, travel trailers, and more.
Save big with exclusive show-only pricing. Grab cash and carry items to take home and enjoy family-friendly entertainment.
Come for the deals, stay for the fun.
If there's too much to see, come back a second day for free.
February 6th through 9th at the La Crosse Center.
Your ticket to outdoor adventure awaits at lacrossesportshow.com.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Cade Overton.
We've got a couple of high school games on the slate tonight. One of those including the Aquinas girls, who are riding a 14-game win streak. Let's go to Luther High School, where the Knights were hoping to take down the Blue Golds. Aquinas jumping out in front. Ava Fernal was nice pass over to Even Willenbring, who knocks down the three. Knights keeping pace. Macy Neumeister, nice crossover, uses the left hand for the finish. And then later it's Neumeister, pull-up jumper, knocks it down for 2 more. She was rolling. But Samantha Davis was also rolling for Aquinas. In transition, gets the pass and the finish. And then later, dribble, pull up for the mid-range jumper, nothing but net. Blue Golds make it 15 straight, 55-36 the final. Over in Bangor, the Cardinals host the Arcadia Raiders. Right off the bat, Declan G with the 3. He's not messing around. But later, Brody Edwards answers back with a 3 of his own, showing he's not scared. Bangor right back in it, but the Raiders start to take control. Ted Teskey with the steal, runs down the court. Not enough power on the first one, so he gets the nice putback for the deuce, telling his teammates, my bad. Cardinals trying to fight back. Brock Boers drives through the lane for the layup, but Arcadia would hold on for the win, 67-46. Next stop down in Hillsboro as the Tigers host Lafarge. Up first on the fast break, Quinn Schrader. Euro steps his way into the paint, and the finish puts his squad up 13. Later in the half, the Rock finds Miles Ravenscroft. He parks it at the elbow and nails the mid-range J. And then Reed Urban gets in the post, gets a little shove. Bucket plus the foul. Tigers up 21-3, and there was no stopping after that. Hillsboro gets the convincing win, 76-39. Bucks in action tonight, but no Giannis Dame or Middleton as they faced the Thunder, and this one got ugly. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, then kick out to Lou Dort. He knocks down the 3. OKC in front. Then in the second quarter, 23-point game. SGA, the pass to Isaiah Joe. Another 3. This one all OKC tonight, 125-96. And over in Minnesota, the Timberwolves dropped their second straight game to the Sacramento Kings, 116-114 the final. Naz Reid led the way with 30 points, but it wasn't enough as Minnesota falls to 27-23 on the year. The UWL men's basketball team is red hot as we enter February. The Eagles are 10-1 since December 21st. They've been rewarded in the first NPI rankings of the season. The Eagles come in at number 5 in the first NCAA Power Index rankings. NPI is a way to measure the strength of a team in Division III. The rankings are based on a combination of factors including winning percentage, strength of schedule, and quality wins. Throughout the season, UWL has won by an average of 10.5 points and are currently 7-1 in a strong WIAC. But their lone conference loss comes to the hands of Platteville. The Pioneers ranked 3rd in the NPI, and the 2 teams are set to face off later this week. UWL hits the road for the top 5 matchups set for Wednesday at 7 o'clock. The last time these 2 teams faced off was on January 8th, where Platteville got the win 83-75. The 2 teams are tied at the top of the conference standings, but if the Eagles want to be crowned WIAC champs, a win would help carve the path. And in Division I, the Badgers fall 4 spots in the rankings to number 21 after going 1-1 this last week. Wisconsin is 7-4 in conference play. That's good enough to be tied for 4th. Wisconsin's overall record on the year, 17-5, but they'll have a chance to pick up another win tomorrow. Badgers are back at home to face off with Indiana for an 8 p.m. tip on Peacock. The Hoosiers had a good start to the year, but are currently just 1-5 in their last 6 games, and as of now, Wisconsin sits at 6.5-point favorites. Now, I know we had a lot of basketball tonight, but get ready. We got some wrestling on the slate for tomorrow, and I just put in my credential for state wrestling coming up at the end of the month in Madison, and I can't wait for it. You a wrestling fan?
You know what? We didn't have wrestling in my high school the way you guys do around here, but I would love to go to a match.
Well,
I've never been to one.
Tomorrow, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Okay, all right. We'll be tuned in. All right, Greg, we have more news right after this.
We've done many renovations. We bought an old house and have made it into an up-to-date house. Whenever anything involves plumbing, the first call I make is to Maxwell White. Their technicians put together a great final product.
Around here, neighbors come together to make each other better. We're taking the same approach with healthcare. Gunderson Health System and Bellin Health have come together to form Amplify Health, giving you more of what's important in healthcare. More caring, more listening, more to feel good about on your way to feeling better. Overall, just a little more heart. Amplify Health by Gunderson. A little empathy changes everything.
I'm Steve from Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions. If you see condensation here, you could have mold hiding here. You need a trusted window company to replace the window and check for hidden issues. At Clear Choice, we know that your home is your biggest investment, and in a year like this, every dollar needs to be spent wisely. Our team will complete our Weather Guardian 15-step installation process on every job to ensure your home and family are safe before we leave. Buy one window, get 50% off your second window. Choose Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions or something less.
As a veteran of our country's armed services, you have already made a most noble sacrifice. Why should you have to continue to do that? Through no fault of your own, you may be experiencing hardships, such as the inability to pay rent, utilities, or receive other life-sustaining services. And once again, you're called upon by your family to serve and protect. We want you to know we are here to support you. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin, with benefit approvals being issued in just days, not months. It's not easy to ask for a hand up, but we are clear in our mission. No Wisconsin veteran should ever have to face homelessness or lose heat or power again. 833-WIS-VRAP. That's 833-947-8727.
Here at Maxwell White, we know how valuable your time is. From issues with your hot water to slower clogged drains, our team is always on time with friendly service and solutions you can trust. Don't wait. Contact Maxwell White. Plumbing done right.
The Super Bowl this Sunday means some cool freebie offers for people and pets. Among them, national online pet retailer Chewy is giving away 59,000 treats for birds, dogs, and cats if the Eagles beat the Chiefs. And Buffalo Wild Wings is offering 6 free wings on February 24th if the big game goes into overtime. Buffalo Wild Wings says they gave away more than 2.5 million wings after the game went into overtime last year. Sounds like some good eating come hungry Sunday. All right, Greg has one final look at your forecast right after the break.
Dreaming of a new ride? Apply today at driveultra.org and make your dream a reality. Hey, dogs can dream too. Ultra Federal Credit Union.
No matter where I seat my guests, they seem to like the kitchen best. A kitchen's the heart of the home. It should be warm and welcoming. It should be attractive and functional. But it can be a real challenge unless you come here where you can meet with a designer, find all of the products that you need, and trust the project to our carpenters, plumbers, and electricians. For kitchens, bathrooms, and other home improvements, put your trust in the Board Store Home Improvements. Contact us today.
The La Crosse Sports Show is back February 6th through 9th.
Shop the latest gear and explore a massive selection of boats, docks, lifts, ATVs, RVs, fifth wheels, travel trailers, and more.
Save big with exclusive show-only pricing. Grab cash and carry items to take home and enjoy family-friendly entertainment.
Come for the deals, stay for the fun.
If there's too much to see, come back a second day for free.
February 6th through 9th at the La Crosse Center.
Your ticket to outdoor adventure awaits at lacrossesportshow.com.
At the University of Wisconsin-Madison, we believe in working together to address real-world challenges. That's why we're proud to help farmers cultivate healthy food and landowners preserve and maintain forest land. We're proud to educate the next generation of teachers and drive groundbreaking medical research. Together, we make an impact that rings loud and clear. One Wisconsin, on Wisconsin.
Increase your home's energy efficiency and enjoy year-round comfort with Asher Lasting Exteriors. Our windows and doors combine quality craftsmanship and cutting-edge innovation from the trusted brand Renewal by Andersen, and our team provides expert installations backed by industry-leading transferable warranties. Take advantage of our biggest savings ever and receive up to 25% off your entire project. Connect with our team today and request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com.
Your life, your money, your way.
Ultra's A+ accounts are made for you. No monthly fees, no minimum balance, no hassle. Now that's something to dance about. What are you waiting for? Open an account online.
A child abduction alert has been issued in Beaver Dam for the following child: Sophia Martha Franklin, age 16, female, white, 5 foot 9 inches, 186 pounds, with brown hair and blue eyes. Child was last seen at